Hello, my dear friends. I have not had the opportunity to do a story read aloud for you guys in a very long time. I probably miss it more than you guys do, but here I am, and I wanted to share one of my very new favorite stories. I love to read this one with my son. I love it. This is my favorite story right now. Okay, I go a little through phases. But do you know what he does? Now that he knows I love this story, he never wants to read it just because I told him that I love this story and it's my favorite. And that's just how it goes sometimes when you have kids. So, there, maybe you guys will find out when you're moms and dads yourself. Okay, so the name of our story is called What If, and our authors are Samantha Berger, and it's been illustrated by Mike Curado. And I see a little girl sitting here with her pencil and crayons and paper. She is drawing a unicorn. So, what if? Sounds like a book about possibilities. With a pencil and paper, I write and draw art to create many stories that come from my heart. All of our art is inspired within and comes from us. But what if that pencil one day disappeared? I'd fold up the paper till stories appeared. So take away her pencil and crayons, and you guys look, she will take the paper instead and create something wonderful from that. And what if that paper was no longer there? I chisel the table and then carve the chair. And look at all these wood shavings down here. I can almost smell the wood. I love the smell of wood. And what if there wasn't a chair here at all? I'd chip and I'd peel at the paint on the wall. So look, you guys, just even with the wallpaper in the room, she's able to create art. She peeled some back and it revealed a yellow color and she made a sun out of it. Now, I don't recommend you guys do this at home. I really don't, okay? It just happens to be in this story and I thought it was pretty creative. Hopefully she didn't get in trouble for doing it. And I love her little tutu. And what if there wasn't a wall anymore? I might build a story from boards in the floor. Without any floor, I could still use the land and sketch out a tail in the dirt with my hand. Check it out, friends. So she's looking at the dirt. You see that underneath? And this is what she's imagining as she draws in the dirt. Pretty fabulous, I must say. Fantastic stuff. I could still shape the leaves. Look at that gorgeous dragon she made. I could still sculpt the snow. She's made a lovely igloo and snowman, and she's making a snow angel on the ground. She's using whatever is near her just to create and make art. I could still plant the flowers and make kingdoms grow. Here's that kingdom, that castle that she's making. How wonderful. She might be imagining the king and queen that live inside, maybe all the guards around the castle. If there's a moat, maybe some alligators in the water below. Lots for us to imagine. But what if there's no paper? And what if there's nothing to write with and you don't have a desk or a chair and you don't have sand or leaves or flowers? What would you use? Well, without any land, I would still use the light. Invent shadow stories. The sun would ignite. Look at what she's doing, you guys. She's just laying down and she's using the light of the sun to create shadow art on the ground. This is really fun to do, by the way. I have not technically done this. I've done it with a flashlight in the room with my son, and it is really fun to do. We'll turn off the lights at night and take out the flashlight and make little, I try to make a little dog shape. Where is it? Kind of like this. If you do this with your hand on the wall, it'll look like a dog barking. Anyway, side note, let's keep going. What a beautiful page this is, right? Look at what is coming here. She's opening her mouth and there's something beautiful coming out. If there was no light, I would still use my voice to sing out my stories, to chant and rejoice. So with nothing else, we can still create from within and bring out our voice in song to make art, music, songs. I'd still have my body to twist and to bend, to dance out my stories beginning to end. So here she is, just moving her body and dancing joyfully. One of my top favorite things to do with my son, okay? We love to dance, family dance parties. I bet you guys do too. I've talked to quite a few kids whose favorite times with their parents are family dance parties. Oh yeah. Now look at this one. This kind of makes me feel quiet when I look at it, right? Because she's so calm and she's looking within. Let's see what she's thinking about. If I had nothing, but still had my mind. Wow. In her mind, my friends, look at the glorious things that this girl imagines. There'd always be stories to seek and to find. Oh yes. Because now she can just use her imagination to make up stories, right? If I know nothing but one bit of fate, as long as I live, I will always create. She's created so many things already in her room. I see her art. She makes music. She's made a beautiful Lego tower house here, building. It is gorgeous. Do you guys see that? My son loves to build with Legos, one of his top favorite things to do. As long as I live, here she is. We're looking from outside the building. And look, right next to her happens to be a neighbor making music. And then right next to him, there's a neighbor who's decorating cake. So she's making her art through baking, and he's making music, using his instruments to create. I will always create. And you guys, I'm going to show this to you. I see people working, building, drawing something on the computer, sewing, knitting, dancing, someone is singing, someone is painting. Check it out. Everybody is creating. Now let me tell you guys, I love this story. Look at all the different things one can use to make art with. You can use toys, you can use traditional things like paint and canvas and paper and crayons and whatnot, but there's so many things around your home I bet you could find to make art with. Maybe you'd have to think about using things you don't normally use for art, but sort of challenge yourself to find something new that you could make art with. That would be pretty cool. Now, I told you guys, I love this story, but let me tell you why I love it so much. I love it so much because sometimes we may not have all the things we think we need to get something done. And that alone can stop us. Well, after I read this story, I was convinced. No matter what I think I have to absolutely have, I can still go on and get to the next step and do more and create more and imagine more, just by using what's around me or going within to use what's inside. This amazing girl never runs out of ideas about creating, and she really inspires me with her attitude. I hope she's inspired you too. I wonder if you were going to go and make something right now, create something that's just yours. What kind of things would you use? Would you use tangible objects? Would you use your voice? Would you make shadow stories on the wall using light? The possibilities are endless. And I want you to know that, you guys, because that is the power of you. The possibilities of you are endless. So with that, I'm so happy to be back. I'm going to be making more videos for us so that we can read really good stories like this together, because I think they're inspiring as an adult. So I'm sure kids will love it and they'd like to see it. So I'd love to share it with you guys. So I'll be back with another story soon. You guys be good, be happy, take it easy. When things get rough, just breathe in some peace and harmony and just blow out whatever yucky feelings might have crept inside. I'll see you next time, friends.